What is up, everybody? Solomon here. Ridiculous news coming out today. Ripple has acquired for $250 million institutional grade digital asset custodian Metaco, and this rabbit hole goes extremely deep. I'm going to try to lead you through it to the best of my capabilities through this together over the past hour or so. Before we get into that, I also want to mention Hedera has brought on a new governing board member. We're going to touch base on that as well. First and foremost, we have a pretty big cross-chain spaces today with representation from XRPL, Multiverse X, Findora, HBAR, Kava, XDC, privacy aspects with Serenity Shield as well. If you guys are interested in that, that's at 5 p.m. Eastern time today. Feel free to go in and join the Twitter spaces. They're always pretty interesting. All right, getting into the meat and potatoes of this. So I'm going to briefly read through the announcement, and then I'm going to kind of lead you guys down the rabbit hole of a lot of the relationships that Metaco has made previously. And again, Ripple has acquired them, so now Metaco falls under the umbrella of Ripple, which is pretty ridiculous. All right, growing institutional crypto custody market is expected to reach a staggering $10 trillion by 2030. Custody is a key facet of the infrastructure required for enterprise cryptocurrency services, and a recent research report conducted by Ripple shows that most global finance leaders at financial institutions and enterprises have plans to utilize crypto custody solutions in their business within the next 3 years. You're going to see a little bit of what some of these plans look like through Metaco's purview, which Ripple now owns, primarily through a third-party provider. Ripple is taking on the crypto custody market and excited to announce its acquisition of Metaco, a Swiss-based provider of digital asset custody and tokenization technology. All right, without getting into the remainder of this, because I know that there is some fluff around this announcement within here, this is gigantic. If you actually kind of dig down the rabbit hole a little bit, and you can go onto Metaco's site first and foremost and get kind of a snippet from press releases of some of the aspects that they've been dealing in. Leading us, from April 4th, VP Bank consolidating digital asset custody and tokenization operations into Metaco's harmonized platform, which is like their bread and butter platform. DZ Bank, but I'm going to go through a little bit more in depth here. So to give you some statistics, and this is from Metaco's site, more than half of the world's global custodian banks, as well as many regional universal banks and corporates, have chosen Metaco's harmonized platform as the core platform for their current and future digital asset operations. Again, more than half of the world's global custodian banks have chosen Metaco's harmonized platform, which now, as we know, Ripple has acquired Metaco, so you can kind of understand a little bit of the scale within that. To give you a little bit more scale, the institutional standard for digital asset services, so some of the organizations, and we'll get a little bit more in depth into this, that Metaco has or is working with, is Citi, so Citigroup, BNP Paribas, Forge, which is Societe Generale, DBS, BBVA, DecaBank, DZ Bank, Zodia Custody, which is Standard Chartered, which you'll see in a second here as well, Union Bank, which actually partnered with CoinsPH, which utilizes XRP or did utilize XRP, maybe it still does, and Signum as well. Signum sounds really familiar also. First and foremost, we did see Zodia Custody in here, right? I'll tell you who Zodia Custody is here, and I did a little bit of a deep dive through Genfinity's Lighthouse, I think, back in July or August of last year about Zodia. Standard Chartered and Northern Trust, no, that was December, yeah. Standard Chartered and Northern Trust partnered to launch Zodia, a cryptocurrency custodian for institutional investors. So again, Northern Trust, Standard Chartered. Go back to Metaco's platform again. Zodia's collaboration with Metaco allows us to safeguard and manage crypto assets for institutions. Metaco's harmonized platform allows us to co-innovate, build on top of a secure, flexible, and modular platform, providing Zodia with an agile infrastructure equally fit for the regulations and conditions currently in place, but also for any possible future regulations. Zodia integrated into Fireblocks. Fireblocks is where Jay Clayton went to become an advisor after he left the SEC early in his tenure, 2 weeks early after suing Ripple. So Zodia also integrated into Fireblocks. Fireblocks does support RippleNet. It supports XRP. It supports HBAR, I believe. I think it's like 1,100 assets. 1,100 tokens, 40 plus protocols supported. I think Fireblocks supports Flare as well. So, all right, now we go into Citigroup. Citi partnered, this is June 22nd, 2022. Citi partners with Metaco to develop institutional digital asset custody capabilities. And again, if you guys are just joining into this video right now, Ripple has bought Metaco for $250 million. So, collaboration brings together Metaco, this is Citigroup, Metaco's technology and digital solutions with Citi's expansive custody network to develop a platform to enable clients to store and settle digital assets seamlessly and securely. Citi intends to fully integrate Metaco's bank-grade digital asset custody and orchestration platform into their existing infrastructure to develop and pilot digital asset custody capabilities. January 20th, 2022. Philippines Union Bank picks Metaco to set up its digital asset custody operations. Ripple affiliate Coins PH, this is back in 2020, joins new remittance network reaching unbanked Filipinos. This is Union Bank as well. All right, May 18th, 2022. You know when you see those armored trucks going around in the United States, they're all through Brinks, or at least a lot of them are through Brinks, right? This is May 8th, 2022. Metaco partners with Brinks to strengthen institutional digital asset custody capabilities. Brinks extends Metaco's institutional digital asset custody services into the physical world through its internationally recognized secure logistics expertise and global network of vault locations. So Metaco integrated with Brinks, and now obviously Ripple owns Metaco. DZ Bank selects Metaco, February 28th, 2023. Solution for institutional digital asset custody offering. As a central institution, DZ Bank provides a multitude of services, particularly asset management services, being one of the largest German custodians with 297 billion euros in assets under custody at the end of 2022, helping DZ to build an attractive and secure offering to institutional clients in the space of crypto securities and digital currencies, fully integrated into its current asset management services. Metaco Harmonized, selected by Deca Bank as core platform for institutional digital asset offering. This is the 31st of January, 2023. And Deca Bank is a leading provider of security services and capital market solutions to German savings banks. BNP Paribas, the largest bank in the Eurozone to launch Bitcoin crypto custody platform, July 19th, 2022. BNP Paribas, with over $13 trillion under management, will partner with Metaco and Fireblocks to make a custodial offering for Bitcoin and other digital assets. And again, just for some scope here, today BNP, this is back in 2022 as well, BNP Paribas Security Services confirmed it's developing digital asset custody capabilities, partnering with Fireblocks and Metaco. BNP Security Services is the fifth largest global custodian with assets under custody at 15.2 trillion euros at the end of 2021. May 5th, 2023, sidebar here a little bit, BNP Paribas will link digital yuan to bank accounts for promoting CBDC use. Pretty interesting there. Digital asset tech provider Metaco Securities, April 4th, 2023, secures partnership with Liechtenstein Private Bank. Liechtenstein's VP Bank follows Citibank, Societe Generale, Deca Bank, and DZ Bank in selecting Metaco to assist with the development of their digital asset services. Societe Generale is forged to use Metaco for digital asset custody. This is June 30th, 2022. Pretty massive stuff, guys. I mean, this is probably the biggest announcement that I've seen in a very long time regarding, the powerhouse number one that I think Ripple really is. You can make assumptions with XRP or not. I'll let you guys decide that. But let alone the fact that you can kind of see all of these powerhouse banking institutions that are gearing up to roll out digital assets, digital currencies, crypto aspects to the mass populace. It is not a matter of if, it has 100% always been a matter of when. And $250 million acquisition of Metaco from Ripple is major news. Certainly worth doing a video on. On top of this, yesterday we saw Judge Torres denying the SEC's motion to seal the Hinman documents. XRP Productions had a really good Twitter Spaces last night. I certainly suggest you go and take a listen to that. There was John Deaton was on there for a while. I do believe that the Hinman documents, so James Filan putting out an update today, an hour ago, update on timing regarding when we should see the documents ordered unsealed. According to the court's 9/12/2022 order, the parties have 21 days to file public redacted versions of summary judgment documents. So probably about 3 weeks or so. So I'll be interested to see what has been redacted. Interested to see what comes out of those Hinman documents as well, certainly. All right, last but not least, this is pretty major as well. Hedera has announced a new governing board member, so I think that puts them at 29 now, I want to say. And if you haven't checked out the governing board of Hedera, I mean, I don't know what you're missing. We are excited to announce that Kafra Holding, the CA_Europe parent enterprise with over 60,000 employees and businesses in real estate, sustainable food, clean energy, fashion, private equity, and asset management, has joined the Hedera Governing Council. So the Hedera Governing Council, which stewards the Hedera open source leaderless proof of stake public network, today announced that Kafra has joined. Kafra is a 182-year-old family enterprise, more than 60,000 employees. We talked about some of the industries that they are in. Kafra, whose mission is to amaze customers and be a force of good, will work to develop innovative blockchain-based solutions on Hedera, initially focusing on areas like tokenization and supply chain transparency. You can go to kafraholding.com if you want to search them out. Don't ever really recommend going to Wikipedia for research, but this has a pretty concise overview of some of the organizations. No, Kitty, I'm doing a video. Get out of here. All right, so group structure. Kafra has various subsidiaries, including CNA, Redevco, Brigo Investments, and Anthos Fund and Asset Management. CNA is a fashion retail company. It's the oldest business in the group, founded in 1841. As of 2019, it had around 1,900 stores and employed over 50,000 people in 21 countries, mostly in Europe, also in Brazil, Mexico, and China. In 2019, CNA Modus became a listed company in Brazil. Redevco, European commercial, retail, and residential real estate business, was founded in 1999. Based in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Redevco currently manages more than 300 properties, assets under management totaling around 7.5 billion euros. Brigo Investments. Brigo Investments is a platform of private equity and fund investment vehicles founded in 2002. Since inception, Brigo has invested more than 13 billion euros. Anthos Fund and Asset Management, founded in 1929, provides asset management services to the Brennick-Meyer family, their philanthropic foundations, and the pension funds of various Kafra entities. And sustainable food. November 2021, Kafra announced an investment in Scotland-based vertical farmer intelligent growth solutions as part of its Series B funding round, which also included Cleveland Avenue LLC, DC Thompson as investors. January 2022, Kafra took over the Dutch greenhouse manufacturer Dalsum. In April 2022, Kafra Holding announced the acquisition of Ontario Plants Propagation. So, obviously pretty major to see a new governing board member within Hedera as well. I don't know if I can, maybe I'll just go. And I'm sure they already updated this. But you can take a look at the entire governing council if you've never seen it before. I'm sure you have. But Aberdeen, Avery Dennison, Boeing, Chainlink, Kafra, who is on there now, DBS, Dell, Dentons, Deutsche Telekom, DLA Piper, EDF, FTPOS, FIS, Google, IBM, IIT Madras, LG, LSE, Magalu, Nomura, ServiceNow, Shinhan Bank, Standard Bank, Swirlds, Tata Communications, Ubisoft, UCL, Wipro, and Zane. Again, two gigantic announcements today. I don't think that we've seen the end of governing board members in 2023 for Hedera. Maybe we'll see another one or two, who knows. But that's pretty major as well. Tokenization with all of the aspects of companies that Kafra deals with is pretty major. So we'll see what comes down the pike within that. And then, again, Ripple acquiring Metaco for $250 million with all of the relationships with, I kind of said it best probably right here. More than half of the world's global custodian banks deal in Metaco for cryptocurrency institutional grade custody. So major announcements today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Again, if you're interested in a Pretty interesting cross-chain space. I certainly recommend you go on and take a listen tonight as well. So I will talk to you guys when I talk to you. Bye.